Hi, I'm John, and these are 6 fruit trees you should be growing in your backyard. I live on 4 acres and have a lovely tropical backyard. I grow a really wide range of fruit trees and I love growing them and experimenting with new things. But there are definitely some fruit trees which I'd say are essentials. So for example, the first one on my list is a lemon tree. Now, lemons are just used in everything. I use them in cooking, in desserts, like in everything. They're fantastic. And I love lemons because they're really easy to grow. They'll grow in warm climates, they'll grow in really cold climates, and then the most hardy is citrus fruit. You can pretty much leave them like this fruit tree behind me and it produces lemons all year round and they'll stay on the tree for months at a time. So I always have so many, they're always falling off and I'm always trying to think of new ways to use them. And it's so easy not having to go to the shops and having to buy lemons. Now the only thing with all citrus trees is that they do need to be sprayed a couple of times a year. Bugs like to eat the new leaves and there's just a few issues like that, but they're pretty easy to maintain. They also need a bit of fertilizer, and apart from that they're easy to grow, and you can also grow them in pots, which is good if you have a small space. Now number 2 on my list is a banana tree. So I feel like bananas are pretty much Aussie staples and they're so easy to grow. You can grow them really all in New South Wales, Queensland, any kind of warmish climate. They grow really well here and they're fantastic because they just keep producing new pups. So you plant one and you'll have an endless kind of supply of banana trees. Now bananas are really easy because they'll grow off one tree like this, and you can get dwarfing varieties that aren't as tall. So they produce a bunch of bananas which will get you, you can have 50 bananas and you'll have so many bananas for months and you can share them with friends. Like everyone loves them when I get these nice ripe bananas ready. And they're green now and you cut them off still green and they ripen in the garage. These ones are almost ready. As you can see, there are a few little pests, a few birds that are starting to eat the top bananas here. Now once that tree is finished fruiting, you cut it down and then there's new pups on the side which start growing after that. And also a few pups will grow up each time, so you can cut a few off and replant them and expand your banana collection. I also love to freeze my bananas and they're great in smoothies and cooking. I also really think that these are a staple to grow. Now number 3 on my list is an orange tree. Now oranges, like lemons, are really easy to grow. They are not quite as hardy and don't like quite as cool climates, but they grow in most places in Australia. They're great for juice and they're great just to eat off the tree. And they're really easy because again, they stay on the tree for months. These I'd say got ripe around June and it's now early to mid-October. So as you can see, they stay for months. Come and pick them as you please and no need to go to the shops to buy any citrus anymore or any oranges. Now number 4 is avocados. So I've got quite a few avocado trees, but they're all quite young. They're not producing fruit yet, but they will in a couple of years. Now avocados are amazing because, who doesn't love avocados in a salad, avocado on toast, guacamole, like anything like that. I do. I buy so many avocados, so it'll be so good being able to grow my own. They are a little bit fussy to get started. So they like to be in mounds, as you can see here, and I've made some videos about how to actually plant them and all that, but once they get going, they're fantastic, they're easy, they don't need much maintenance, which is fantastic. I also have different variety avocados which fruit at different times of the year. So again, I will have avocados, throughout the year, which will be fantastic once these mature. The only other thing to note is that avocado trees do get quite big. So if you have a small space, make sure to pick a dwarf variety. A few of the dwarf varieties grow to just a few meters high. They can also be grown in pots. I'm growing some of my dwarf ones in pots in smaller gardens, but these ones here will get nice and big. Now for number 5, we are back to the citrus family. So this is a lime tree behind me, and limes are another great fruit because limes are great in cocktails, they're also great in cooking, great to make guacamole or have it with the avocado toast with your avocados. And they're another easy tree to grow, a bit more fussy again than lemons, but same kind of thing. Citrus tree, spraying a couple times a year, fertilizing, and you can grow them in pots too. I very much recommend this. This is definitely one of my staples as well. Now number 6. Now my number 6 might be a little bit different to your number 6. So I'm keeping this one open to, depending on your climate. I've got a lovely peach tree behind me here. I've also got an apple tree and I have quite a few mango trees. And those are very different fruit trees and they require very different climates. I'm lucky, I live just north of Sydney in Australia and it's warm and it gets a bit cool in winter, not too cold. So I can grow some varieties of warmer climate peaches, some varieties of warmer climate apples, and I can grow mangoes. But if you're from Victoria or Tasmania, somewhere that's quite cold, you can't grow mangoes. You can grow lots of stone fruit or apples or pears, all of that. Like, they'll grow really well where you are. So I think the important thing to note is that you should grow something that you like to eat, number 1, and you should also grow something that will grow well in your climate. So I love to eat mangoes, They grow well here. I mean, they'd grow better in Brisbane or further up in Queensland, somewhere that's warmer, but they fruit here, they grow really well, and I love eating them, so that's why I grow them. If you love eating peaches, grow a peach tree, if your climate allows you to. If you love apples, grow an apple tree. I think the most important thing to note is that don't just grow something for the sake of growing something. I have a massive grapefruit tree. I don't like grapefruits, I don't eat them, don't touch them. It's massive, I get so many a year, and it's a waste. If you like something, have a go at growing it. It's so much fun and it feels so good to be picking your own fruit. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to keep up with me, and see you guys next time.